All right, so if you're a hybrid shooter like me, which means you shoot both photos and videos, this might be interesting to you because I found this trick a little while ago, and that's something I use, I would say, 80% of the time whenever I'm shooting photos. So uh, we'll get into that, but first, let me go get a coffee. All right. Let's get to it. All right, so if you are shooting videos, you know about LUTs, so lookup tables. And you might be using them often. I know I do. And then as I've been shooting videos, I kept wondering, can I use these in Lightroom as well to apply to my photos? Because I love the look I get on my videos. And why not bring it to the photo side of things? So I went on and tried to look out at a LUT. And then to me, it seemed very similar, a profile on Lightroom and a LUT, you apply sort of a color grade to it. So to me, it made sense. But to my surprise, it didn't work. So I did some research and then I found this trick. So for this, what you will need is some LUTs. So you can find some free online or you can buy some. You'll need Lightroom Classic and Photoshop. So first, we're going to open up Lightroom. So let's do that. And then once it's open, I'm going to right click on a photo and then I'm going to edit in Adobe Photoshop. So that's going to open up Photoshop for me. Now my photo is open into Photoshop. Now you need to open it into Camera Raw. So what you will do is that you will go to Filter and then Camera Raw Filter. That then brings up the Camera Raw window. So then we will go to the last tab, which is the preset tab. So we click on it. Now we have this little sheet, with the corner sort of bent. If we click on it, it allows us to create a preset, but that's not what we want. We want a profile. So what we'll do is that we're going to cancel this and then we're going to press down on Option. If you're on Window, press Alt. And then we're going to click on that same thing. And then you see now we have create profile. So as we look at this window here, we need to look here and we have table and load.cube file. So that's where we are going to load up our LUT. So for the purposes of this video, I have this pack here from Lutify that is free. And then what you will want to import in terms of LUT, I would suggest you bring in the Rec 709 LUTs, because as much as the raw kind of sounds like a log file, when you bring in some log LUTs, it is kind of strong. So I recommend using the Rec 709 LUTs for this process. So let's take the first one, Light. So I'm going to load it. Now it's loaded, and then I'm going to go up here and then I'm going to write the name of the LUT. So Light. Yeah. And then into group, you can choose where you want to put it. So you have user profile, but let's say you're going to bring in a couple. Well, I'm going to create a new group and then I'm going to write custom LUTs. So custom LUTs here. Now everything is ready. So I just click on OK. Now, if I go back to my edit tab, and then you see you have your profile here. And if you click here with the tiles with the magnifying glass, you'll see all your profiles. And then you see down here, you have custom LUTs. So you can see my Light is here, and then I can choose the amount. So if I want to reduce it or make it more stronger, let's leave it at 100. And then from there, I can go back and do my, further editing. Now you might be thinking, yeah, but that's in Camera Raw and Photoshop. I use Lightroom. I don't want to have my profiles in there. Well, the good thing is that when you create these profiles, it brings it into Camera Raw, which is the engine that runs both, in Photoshop, Camera Raw, but also it runs in Lightroom as well. So if we, close down this Camera Raw thing, and then I'll go to Lightroom, but I want to restart it because it probably doesn't know already. Probably didn't recognize the profiles yet. So let's just close Photoshop as well. And then we are going to load in Lightroom Classic and then into my develop module. If I go to the 4 tiles here, click on it, and then you can see at the bottom, I do have my custom LUTs. Well, LUT for this instance, but if you put them all in that group, they'll all be there. And then you could also favorite them so that whenever you get to your initial screen develop, you click on profile and then you can see it right away and then start making your adjustment as needed. So that's it for this little tip. I hope this was useful. I know for me, it was actually quite amazing when I realized that I could do that, because I could, bring the look for my videos over to my photos. That was really cool for me. And that's something, like I said, that I use probably 80% of the time whenever I'm shooting raw. I have a couple different LUTs that I do like, and that also allows me to keep a consistent look through my images. So did you enjoy this little tip? Let us know in the comment section down below. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button for more content like this. And then until next time, I'm going to create some more custom profiles.